spring break games. Start of Fort Lewis's little trio of Arizona. Starting off with ASU, they're headed to GCU tomorrow, and down to U of A on Sunday. We're starting here momentarily, waiting for the teams to take the field. Been seeing a lot more competition coming down to Arizona for their spring breaks just for the good weather, and it's giving a lot of these club teams a very good opportunity to play some of these upper level division teams and see where they stand. See a lot of Arizona hometown natives from ASU over here, but Fort Lewis is showing 2 Arizona hometown natives as well. We've got Capri Abadesa from Desert Vista, and we also have Zoe Delgado. Oh, so, whoops, sorry. We've also got Zoe Delgado from ASU Prep Academy. Both played for Desert Heat, I believe, for club, and I believe Zoe was with Chandler Huskies for her high school. Capri was over at DV, so we got a little bit of representation from our high schools out here, and taking a break from the high school games to be taking on some lacrosse games. So I can't complain. Speed's a little bit quicker, a little bit faster. We'll be looking for a little bit more freedom freedom of play in these games, and yeah, we're gonna start off a little shiny and bright with the sun kind of pointing down on us. So if the camera tends to be looking like it's getting fixed a little bit, it's probably because of the sunset. So I will forewarn you on that one. Looks like we're going to start with Caroline Kelly and Ellie Martinez on this draw. ASU is looking to take advantage of their draw specialists and do a lot of their subbing in their big groups, seeing as they have a relatively large sideline over there. So I expect to see Ivy kind of rotating her girls on somewhat of a timed basis. Kelsey Pinta's going to come up with this ball. ASU has a bit of a turnover there. Fort Lewis is able to capitalize on it. ASU looking to trail up, play some defense as they go. Both teams kind of taking a slow break in the beginning of this game. Probably not trying to give up too much in these first few minutes, making sure that they're able to settle down, kind of get a hang of what they've got, seeing the defenses that are out there. ASU's playing a bit of a man-to-man here, which I expect to see change probably towards the end of this game once they get comfortable. It's ball up. Nice touch by the goalie. Blaine Ibarra here with the ball. ASU breaking this into a bit of a slow break again. Fort Lewis playing a high defense here. A little bit more man-to-man. Trying to stay close to their cutters, which is a great idea. Some of these girls have pretty quick feet, pretty quick movements on their shots, so playing that high man-to-man and having close coverage on those cutters is going to help them out in the long run. Looks like we have a bit of a turnover. I don't know if she stepped out and there was a bit of a late whistle, but I have every reason to believe that was probably what the call was. I think Fort Lewis is going to take advantage of their height in this game. You know, a lot of these, a perfect example was down here on the Fort Lewis defensive side. They were able to just get a stick in on that pass and take advantage of the few inches that they have on some of these ASU attackers. There's a drive and a shot by McKenna Carter, the senior from Los Angeles, California. Beautiful shot right in the 5-hole of the goalie there. Not much the goalie could have done. It was right down the middle. Looks like Fort Lewis is starting out with number 25, Avery Basso in goal, and ASU starting with Alex Labrosse, number 9. ASU is going to bring out a new draw contender here, Josie Robinson, senior midfielder from Denver, Colorado. Really looking to probably just test out some of their draw specialists here. There's no better opportunity than now, especially when you're playing one of these high caliber opponents. Fort Lewis ball on this possession. As soon as that ball is in possession, the two restraining line players, players are released, and they are able to hop in on defense, which is exactly what ASU did there. Tried to just bombard the ball holder and see if they could get her to do a bit of a turnover. There's a quick shot right in the top corner. I believe that's Zoe Delgado. Nope, that's Phoebe Ramirez. I apologize. Phoebe Ramirez, a sophomore from Aurora, Colorado. I've got Chris checking the camera for me to make sure that I've got these numbers right. The sun is a bit harsh, so I may have some corrections here if I ever need it. Looks like Fort Lewis also changed their draw specialist on this round to Sydney Tanachi, freshman from Meridian, Idaho. Ball's up and just a little high. You see those balls go up just a little bit higher, especially on those passing off that back foot. Sometimes it can kind of catch those girls with the ball off guard. They just lift it up in the air a little too high, a little bit high of a release. And doesn't go quite where they want it. Be interested to see if Ivy decides to make some changes, some decisions on this grouping of her subs. Kind of as this first quarter comes towards the end. I believe we're playing quarters. We don't have a time clock or a live time clock currently, so when we see time or if we catch anything, we will be sure to let you guys know. Looks like a little bit of an outside pass for Fort Lewis there. Just a little out of reach. Girl was looking for a pass in front of her and just caught it behind her. I don't think she realized how fast she was running. It's going to be a goal from Sydney Tanaki? ASU needs to pick up their communication on this defensive end. I think they're just getting a little behind on these crashes, looking for something. Looks like the refs might be looking to move this cart by chance. Or a call. Yeah, it looks like we've got looks like we're trying to move this cart on the back end of the field, so might just be a moment here, folks. The ref's trying to get it out of the way. That end line's a bit close. Knowing from personal experience, there's a bit of a rock pile back there, and if a girl goes running towards that way, then they're not going to be able to stop very quickly, so they just want to make sure that it is out of the way for the safety of the players. Oh, it's right on the line. Well, that would make a difference too. So it looks like it's going to be ASU's ball. There might have been a foul after the play there. I'm not sure the player fully dropped her stick, which they might have just called a foul, not necessarily calling the goal back. ASU looking for their not first shot, second shot, but first goal of this game. It was quite a nice shot and a great save by the keeper, Avery Basso over there. Great shot by Kelsey Pinta, though. It's really nice to see her back in this game. We saw her out a little bit with the ACL tear, I believe last season, but very happy to see her back on this field and moving very well. Fort Lewis looking to move this ball up the field. Looking for any sort of opportunity. Great save by the ASU goalie there. Lacrosse is kind of learning these shooters and making sure that she's watching that ball to the fullest extent. It was a beautiful textbook save that she had right on that 5-hole where they had shot once before. So she's definitely taken notes. Fort Lewis is able to get this ball back. It looked like it might have just, the catch on the clear might have been a little unbalanced. So she lost the ball. Fort Lewis was able to recover it. Looking to slow this ball down. There's no shot clock right now either, so we're not having to worry about any sort of 90-second rule that Fort Lewis is used to. But the ASU club team would not be used to, as the club programs do not have the 90-second shot clock quite yet. It's a good point-blank shot and a great save by Lacrosse. I expect in our GCU game tomorrow that we'll probably see a 90-second shot clock. ASU recovering this ball, bringing it up the field. GCU definitely talking to Tracy Galley, she Tracy Ramirez. She is looking to start her girls on this 90-second shot clock so that once it is kind of introduced to the club game, they're used to playing that 90-second shot clock. It was a great fight by Brianna Gardner and Kelsey Pinta to get this ball back from that Fort Lewis defender, doing whatever they can to double team and redefend that ball. Great move for those two. Looking for that drive, Sienna Duffield. Sienna Duffield with the shot and the goal. Another one of our Phoenix natives. Had a great career at Notre Dame Prep. Came over here to the ASU club team and has been a great addition to them. ASU talking this out, seeing how they kind of were able to thread the needle there and just get through. So I'm sure they're going to try and do it again. They've kind of seen it. They've done it. They've gotten the first goal out of the way, and now they're going to work to try and catch up here. It's currently 3-1 Fort Lewis out here in Phoenix, Arizona. Sunny Phoenix, Arizona. Fort Lewis able to come up with this ball. Just looking to move the ball around, kind of slow down a little bit. Honestly, I think they would do well with a quick drive in that opportunity that they had there. It's a great view by the goalie. Just able to see that ball, realize it popped out of the attacker's stick. Oh, just a pass, and a Fort Lewis player was able to just get her stick on it. Valerie Garcia was able to knock down that pass and slow that down. It looks like that's going to be our... I believe that's going to be our first quarter, potentially. Oh, no. They're trying to work on getting the clock running. So, there was a bit of an alarm. And the girls thought it was a stoppage of play by the refs. So they're just going to restart this ball down on that inside. Kelsey Pinta looking for a drive. Looks like Claire Mertzleft looking for a drive, and she got bodied a little bit, so I expect that they're going to give her this 8-meter. They are going to give her this 8-meter. Great save. Fort Lewis goalie. Avery Bazo. Fort Lewis again looking to move this ball pretty quickly up the field. Using those concepts of the ball moves quicker than your feet, looking for that right on the inside. She's able to sneak it in. Looks like Haley Dostey, Jr. from Parker, Colorado. A little bit of an assist, too. She had that right on the top inside of the goal, was able to just get right over the top side of the goalie there. Pretty quick shot. Great decision. Fort Lewis is having confidence. Ellie Martinez here on this draw. Kind of keeping her consistent. Looks like ASU is going to make another change. No, we brought back the original draw taker here, Caroline Kelly. Ball's down. Fort Lewis ball. I have every reason to believe these draw takers are having a little bit of a difficulty seeing that ball when it gets up in the air like that. Clears a little high. Hopefully able to recover this ball. Sarah Mitten there. Able to control that ball just enough to get it up the field for her teammates. Sienna Duffield at the back there. Josie Robinson seeing if she can find any opportunity in the middle. Sienna with the ball, looking for a roll around the backside. Unable to find it. Now looking for a pass off. Fort Lewis doing very well at staying tight on all of their cutters. Playing a really high defense. Oh, that's a great pass. Oh, she's just trying to do her best to get that shot in. Just wasn't able to control the ball. Looks like a bit of an air ball play out here between Fort Lewis, ASU defenders, goalies, attackers. ASU is able to come up with this ball. Looks like it was knocked out of game of play and by Fort Lewis. So ASU is going to come up with this ball. Get another opportunity. Looks like they're trying to pull some of these defenders out pretty high. Looks like there might have been a little bit of a push. I assume that is what was called. Kelsey Pinto right on the inside, looking for a low shot. Fort Lewis goalie able to get that. Basso really nailing these low saves. Doing everything she can to get as low and close to the ground as she can. Doing a great job at shutting down ASU's attackers here. Looks like Brianna Gardner is able to get it off though. After just a quick check. Able to put it in that top left corner of the goal. Just a 1v goalie. Great shot by Brianna Gardner. Great play by Brianna Gardner. Able to get that ball back after a quick check. Knew what she was doing. Was able to drop that ball and pick it up real quick. Sounds like that was a white timeout, so it's going to be a timeout for ASU over there. Be interested to see what Ivy decides to do here. Got quite a big crowd out here for both teams. Fort Lewis has their whole crew out here. Those looking to get in a little bit of the warmer weather, I'm sure. And ASU's got a nice big crowd off to my left. And you can hear them cheering in the background, so if it gets a little loud, I apologize. Looks like we do have a clock up now. There's potentially about 2 minutes and 19 seconds. They might be switching it here again. But it also looks like they only have 3-2. So I wonder if they did pull back that goal where ASU started with the ball on the draw. But I believe that's an official question, not a Chris question here. Just a little bit of clarification on that at some point, and I'm sure we will get it. Looks like about 2 minutes and 19 seconds left in this first quarter. just coming off of a timeout from ASU. No big changes, no major changes made yet for either team. Seems as though both is pretty happy with this first quarter, trying to make sure that they're understanding what's going on the field, what the other team is doing there. I don't expect to see any big changes until potentially closer to the half even. Maybe, you know, sometime in the third quarter, towards the end of the second. Looks like they're gonna put Brianna Gardner on this draw. See if she can try and just get some of the aggression on this draw control and trying to get this ball off the ground. Looks like Josie Robinson just working to do whatever she can to get this ball up. She's able to get the possession. Looks like a bit of a dangerous stick there. Stick to the face. Ball on the inside. Ball is down. Fort Lewis able to come up with it. Bit of a missed pass by ASU there. Fort Lewis choosing to run this ball up the field. You know, they were doing a very good job with the passing kind of up the field in the beginning, and now I don't know if it's the sun and they just are decided that they're having a hard time seeing the passes, or if it's just kind of running up the field with your head down. Hear a lot of coaches on the sidelines saying, keep your head up, keep your eyes up. And that would be one of those situations where, you know, I'd likely be hearing a coach saying, hey, keep your head up, like look for a pass, look for anything just to make your job a little bit easier. Ball's on the inside, great save, potentially, maybe off the pipe, but either way, good play by the ASU goalie there, LaBrosse. Another on the inside, another great view by the goalie there. Ball's out and up, great clear too. Taryn Gleish. The ball just got caught on the ground there, dribbled out. Potentially touched by one of the ASU players last. Two seconds here. No last. Nothing. There's not going to be anything on this last 2-second play. You know, with the wind here, I'm sure these refs are having a hard time hearing that little horn, so hopefully they make a little bit of a change. It's going to be a 2-minute break. Sounds like we're gonna try and see if we can get a clock for the time here. Help you guys out to see what's going on. It's still gonna be quite harsh with this sun. looks like we're at the end of this break. A little 2-minute break in between each quarter here. They're going to switch sides. I don't expect to see any big changes from either team here. Most teams will keep both goalies for that first half and not try and jumble it around. But I think the only major thing that I'd be likely to see is maybe Ivy trying to make some changes here on some of her midfielder attack lines. That or she might be holding it for the second half. I guess we'll see. But it looks like we're going to have Brianna Gardner, Ellie Martinez again. Sarah Minton trying to get a stick in there. Unable to just get any piece of that ball, and Ellie Martinez has possession and is looking to drive down the field. A little bit of an outside pass. Able to keep it from the end line there. Drive in the middle, open girl. ASU's got to be cautious of some of these cutters. Kelsey Pinta reaching as far as she could across that restraining line to see if she could pick up that ball like she was able to. Leisha Carba. Looked like Leisha Carba went down there, and we're going to get a yellow card on Valerie Garcia. No. Jojo Lutz. I am sorry. Jojo Lutz there. Looked just a little too aggressive to the ref, so I think he did the card out of safety. But it looks like everybody's okay. Everybody's come up on their own volition. ASU is going to be man up for 2 minutes here. Tiana Duffield looks to the middle. Ball just dropped to the outside there, bounced to the outside of the goal. I'm sure it looked like it almost bounced in, because that's immediately what I thought. Rebecca looking to move this ball up. Just getting pile drive by some of these ASU players. ASU looking to play defense all the way up to that restraining line, trying to get this ball back. Kelsey Pinta is able to do so. Pass was a little bit behind. Coming up from the backside, one of Fort Lewis's players. Fort Lewis staying on sides. Right to the inside. Caroline Kelly with the shot. Great save by Basso, right on the top side. ASU just needs to keep shooting. They'll find the little spots, find the little holes. Might take a little bit of time, but I've seen this team come back from, runs that 2, 3, 4 behind. Fort Lewis able to move this ball up in this beginning of this quarter. Exactly what they needed to do here. Fort Lewis really taking advantage of not having the 90-second shot clock that they're used to. Oh, ball's up. Great save. Great shot. McKenna Carter looking for that one shot, and LaBrose, the goalie, able to just take it off of her shoulder. Oh, that's a beautiful opening for Brianna Gardner, and she just barely missed it over the top of that cage. I don't know if that goalie had a piece of it or not, but it was a beautiful opportunity from Kelsey Pinta to Brianna Gardner there. They're even. Their 2-minute penalty is off for Fort Lewis, so they should be even strength along the line here. Brianna Gardner looking for an opportunity yet again. Not able to get it, so she's going to pull it out here. Looking to make up for that shot, I'm sure. Sienna Duffield looking for a lane. Isn't able to find it. Pulling that ball out. Sarah Mitten boxing her girl out. Josie Robinson seeing if she could find something. Caroline Kelly to Brianna Gardner. Brianna Gardner just trying to sneak through. The Sun Devils need to be looking for some of these opportunities to be throwing fakes, potentially getting some of the shooting space calls. With how high the Fort Lewis defense is playing right now, I think they have an opportunity to get it. Looking for a small angle, short angle there. Caroline Kelly unable to get there. ASU is able to recover the ball on the backside. Josie Robinson looking for a pass. Right into the middle. Looks like a little bit of a backhanded shot from Leisha Caraba, sorry. Looked like that was in her right hand. She just did a little bit of a flip and was able to sneak it in right past Brazo. Game is tied 3-3 here. Looks like Ivy Ritchie's going to bring in some new midfielders here. Definitely a new draw taker. We've got Bella Bozo on that draw. I think that's Autumn Reimerson for Fort Lewis. Ball's up. Bella Bozo had possession of that ball and just lost it. Looks like both teams have some new players on the field. It looks like they've decided to give some of their first quarter players a break. Try and find some new opportunities, give some new players some new opportunities here. I think this is a great opportunity for a lot of these players, you know, some of the freshmen, sophomores that are coming on this field. Looking to fill spots and make a difference. Looks like Kelsey Pinto was just stiff-legged a little bit. Looks like JoJo Lutz just had a little bit too much power on Kelsey Pinto there. Looks like that was a shot from Claire Mertzluft. Just went over top of the goal. ASU able to stay with this ball. Amelia Westlake able to keep control on that backside. Sienna Duffield looking for that lane, looking for the inside, and another one from Leisha Caraba. Looking for that backside flip. Wasn't able to get it. Brazo knew it was coming. But who is it? Yeah, Caraba able to make up for that one. Picked off that pass from the goalie. Now it's just a back and forth between Caraba and Rebecca. Number 1 on Fort Lewis. There's another one. Amelia Westlake able to get a piece of that ball. Sienna Duffield coming up with it for looking for a shot. It looks like it was just a piece off of that goalie's stick. Bazo just standing on her head over here. Able to get pieces of these shots. But ASU able to get every opportunity, just getting a little bit of a stick on each of these balls, and it's just slowing the game down, giving them another opportunity. The second half is looking a little different for both of these teams. a timeout on the field. I didn't catch who it was for, but Chris is going to continue to work on getting you guys a live time and a little bit of a live scoreboard. It's quite small over there, so hopefully it's easy for you guys to see, especially with the sun going down now. Should help a little bit with any of the camera settings that are going on. So if you see some adjustments happening to the screen, just know that we are trying to make your guys' life a little bit easier and our lives a little bit easier, so he doesn't have to keep zooming in on the camera over there. We've got about 7 minutes left in this first half, second quarter. It's currently 3-3. Both teams fighting hard to keep possession of this ball, and I think ASU is definitely taking advantage of some of their opportunities that they have right now. Looks like they're going to make just a few small adjustments to who's on the field here. I believe this is Fort Lewis ball, so I believe they were the ones that took the timeout there. Wouldn't be surprised if they try and look for some subbing on the run here. Ball's down on the ground. Good pickup, Fort Lewis. Bringing it down to the attack side here. ASU is able to come with this ball. A little bit low of a pass there to Blaine. I think ASU is going to come back up with this ball here. Olivia Schumann. Off to Taryn Gleish. Taryn Gleish playing right up on the sideline. Blaine able to get this ball, able to move that ball. Very smart play by Blaine there. Making little movements, little kicks, little pushes of that ball, getting it out of the possession in the direction of where the team was coming in. Again, one of our advantages in this game is being able to kick that ball. If she didn't have her stick there, she was able to just even get a little tap on her foot. Changing the direction makes it very difficult for the Fort Lewis team to pick up on it. Looks like they're gonna call a foul. For Claire Mertzloff on that top side. It might have been a little bit of a delayed foul. Sienna Duffield with this ball. ASU just looking to move this ball behind. Probably not even move the ball, just drive from behind. Bella Bozo looking for a little bit of that inside. She was able to get the inside crease, but Basso able to just take it off of her shin, like all of these short balls she's been taking. Basso been playing on her head, but making sure that she's keeping it close to the ground because she's able to get low enough. ASU player had possession of that ball but stepped out, so it counts. It's turnover for ASU. Fort Lewis obtains possession of this ball. Ball down, player down. Looks like they're gonna give Fort Lewis a call here. I don't really believe that there was much possession on that ball, so I'm not sure I would agree with that call. It looks like a low shot. Went off of LaBrosse's shin off to the side of the post. I've got one of my referee friends sitting right next to me telling me that, yeah, he wouldn't do it either, so. No, I'm just giving him crap. And there's a shot, goal by Sydney Tanaki. It's number 2 for her today. Be waiting for her hat trick. She's just a freshman too, out of Idaho there. It's her first goal, I believe, second goal of this second quarter. Second or third. Looks like Fort Lewis is going to make a lot of changes here for these last 3 minutes. See if they can get some of these players a little bit of an opportunity and keep them out on the field. Looks like we've got Autumn Rymerson again. I believe that is Josie Robinson on that draw. Caroline Kelly able to come up with the ball. Pass off to Josie Robinson. Robinson looking to drive down that middle. Finds Amelia Westlake on the front side. Amelia turned her head, took a quick shot. She might have had an opportunity. Maybe a little bit of a switch to a left hand, but Fort Lewis is able to come up with a bit of a dropped catch. Dropped pass, sorry. And ASU is intercepting these passes from Fort Lewis left and right. I think that's going to be their bread and butter of this game, is finding these little opportunities from Fort Lewis, making these, kind of telegraphed passes. I don't know if that goalie is going to save it. She is. Basso able to get just enough of a stick on it to keep it from the end line. Josie Robinson able to come up with that ground ball. Quick to Kelsey. Into Amelia Westlake. Not able to catch it. Looks like it was just a little bit of an off pass from Sienna Duffield there. Great ball movement though. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that play at all. Sometimes it's hard to just get that placement when you're trying to move that ball quick. Sienna Duffield looking for a pass. Josie Robinson wasn't able to get a full stick on it, but is able to recover. Looking for another pass down to X. Caroline Kelly up to Kelsey Pinta. Kelsey Pinta just a little too high. Looking for a cutter on the inside. Maybe even a lane to drive. Fort Lewis defender playing hard on her. Kaylin Vanzen playing really aggressive defense. It's exactly kind of what exactly what Coach Travis was kind of telling us in the beginning of the game. They're playing some high pressure defense, trying to slow down their play just a little bit. Josie Robinson looking for another thing in the middle there, another opportunity. Caroline Kelly trying to get a piece of that ball just to move it into a closer of their possession. Fort Lewis moving that ball down the field. Looking for some kind of tough passes. I mean, these girls, they're looking for passes where these girls are covered. I don't know if I would have made that pass. Fort Lewis is still able to obtain that ball. Not a bad version for them though. Adding some communication into these passes might help them out a little bit, just so that they know what's coming. That's going to be a ASU ball off the stick of the Fort Lewis player there. ASU looking to move up the field, kind of allow for the defenders to move this ball up. Got about 35 seconds left in this half, in this quarter. Just going to move it up with her feet here. Staying along that sideline, not a bad idea. Sarah Minton right on the inside. Nikki the line, sorry. Able to get a piece of that ball. Looks like there was just a bit of a missed pass. Fort Lewis able to get this ball back. There's about a little less than 10 seconds. 7 seconds left. ASU maybe having one more opportunity? No, they won't. They won't get another one here, but it was a nice try. That's the end of our second quarter here. End of the first half. We're gonna have a 10-minute halftime. You know, I'm honestly kind of excited to see what the second half of this game entails. I think it's, you know, what we've got 3-4 Fort Lewis right now. ASU still has every opportunity to kind of, you know, just do whatever they can to get themselves in front of this Fort Lewis team, and honestly, they're seeing a really good game right now. Fort Lewis as well, you know, getting some good competition from ASU. This big, you know, big bench of a club team, and they're able to get a lot of fresh legs off the bench whenever they need it. I think both teams could likely benefit from a little bit of extra communication on the field. I think it's come and go as this first half has gone on, and have you know, quite a bit of time to talk to each other's teams. I'll be interested to see if Fort Lewis makes any changes with kind of their midfield and their attack lines due to a little bit of a smaller bench. They're already playing a high pressure defense, and I haven't quite seen a backer yet. I don't know if they'll implement it for any reason, or if they feel the need to implement it for any reason. I'm not sure that they will. It's likely that in this little succession that we'll see them pull out a backer or pull out a zone if they need it. But I don't know if they're quite there yet. ASU is looking to really focus on the draws. I think that's something that they could still implement in this second half. Trying to focus on kind of gaining possession of those draws and keeping possession of those draws. We've seen a lot of a ground ball game, really looking to kind of keep the ball up in the air rather than on the ground. I think that's been something that both of these teams have struggled with too, is getting the ground balls up and not just flung in the air, but rather in their sticks. I think we're going to take a break here, and we'll come back right at the beginning of the start of the second half. looks like we're about to start this third quarter, second half here in the next 30 seconds or so. Wind's picking up a little bit. I've been told me sitting up in the front here is cut it down a little bit, but if it's a bit windy, I apologize. Thank you for tuning in to South Mountain Sports tonight. Watching this ASU Fort Lewis game. Beautiful Friday night. We've got a little bit of the sunset there in the background. Couldn't have asked for better weather out here in Phoenix, Arizona, on the campus of ASU. I'm gonna start up this game. A little bit of a new setup for ASU. Looks like we're keeping both goalies here. We've got Avery Basso for Fort Lewis and Alex Lacrosse in for ASU. I think we've got Caroline Kelly and Ellie Martinez on that draw. Ellie Martinez is able to come up with it. Looks like there was a little bit of a body disruption there for some of the ASU players. Fort Lewis slowing down this drive. Ball's down over on the Fort Lewis side. Ellie Martinez able to come up with it again. Just an ASU player able to get enough of a stick on Martinez's stick there, disrupt that pass. Martinez looking to drive into that net, low angle. Ball goes up and out. Fort Lewis is the first over there. Fort Lewis coming up with this ball again. No shot clock, no 90-second shot clock that Fort Lewis is so used to. They don't play shot clock in club, and so they've decided to not play it here. I assume that we might see it over at GCU just for practice, and talking to Tracy Ramirez, yeah, we expect to see it almost over there. If not, it's club rules, they don't usually play it. But we'll see what this Fort Lewis team gets away with this weekend when they don't have to play that 90-second shot clock. Got a little bit more time to figure out how they want to play these drives. Josie Robinson able to come up with that dropped pass, dropped ball. Looks like somebody just got a little bit of a check on that goalie. Haley Dostie able to get enough of a check on that goalie while she was in the crease, which is totally legal as long as Dostie doesn't step foot in the crease. She is able to get a check on the goalie. And it looks like Alex Lacrosse is not too happy that there was no call, that there was nothing on it. Looks like ASU is looking for something, anything on that call. For another draw here, that didn't come up over their shoulder, so it looks like we're going to give a redraw. Oh, it looks like, okay, it looks like there was a bit of a interference there. And looks like they're going to get away with a little bit of a dangerous check. I'd even say that was pretty close to her sphere. I don't know if it quite hit her or if it scared her more than anything, Caroline Kelly there, but it's a bit of a close check there. Brianna Gardner back there. Fort Lewis really playing aggressive. Very hard pressure. Good check. Good little, just a little tap by Samantha Rogers there. Just able to get it out of Gardner's stick. ASU playing all the way up to this line. Able to get enough of tap off of that defender. Got her to move just enough. She wasn't able to get the shot off. Disrupted the shooter. There's one over the top. Nina Polk, number 3 for Fort Lewis. Nina Polk, a junior from Shakopee, Minnesota. Went to Prior Lake High School. High school that I'm definitely familiar with. Definitely a lacrosse hub out there, especially for the boys. Played with a lot of Prior Lake High School boys. My time at Lindenwood. Looks like we're going to change up this draw a little bit. We're going to put Sina Duffield up against Martinez. Refs are going to make sure that everything's set up as it needs to be. Looks like we've got Sarah Mitten on the circle there. Autumn Reimerson, Jaden Stepnowski, and Polk on the other side of that circle. Fort Lewis is able to come up with it. Looking to kind of slow break this ball. ASU playing a relatively calm defense, very low sat, kind of back on the 8-meter. Not trying to force anything too crazy. More so just trying to take care of any of the players that they've seen as a threat. And there's one opportunity, and there's a great save by Alex LaBrosse, and able to get it out quick. There's a whistle, though. Looks like a crease whistle. Crease violation. Ball just going to go right back to the goalie. Pretty much just go right back to the same player there. I believe Bella Bozo, number 6. Able to keep control of this ball. 3 or 4 players kind of coming up on her from the behind, looking for a check. I think that's Amelia Westlake over on the far side of the field, taking some aggression out on that Fort Lewis player, who's trying to push her to the outside. Fort Lewis gets a foul, is able to slow down this ball. ASU taking advantage of a little bit of a slow break. They would benefit most from being able to find a quick lane. Fort Lewis really playing high out on this defense, just like they were told. Looks like it's only a high pressure on the ball, though. Playing back on some of those other players. The adjacents are a little bit higher up, but not enough to be making a huge difference. They're looking for any sort of way to just knock that ball out of the air. For some of these ASU players, looking for those predictable passes that they can intercept. I think ASU is realizing that they need to be playing a little bit quicker, a little bit faster, moving this ball, getting it out of their sticks, making sure that it's not being held for too long unless they are looking for that shooting lane. I do think that ASU could be getting more shooting space calls if they throw those fakes a little bit harder, even a little bit deeper into the 8-meter. It looks like we're going to get another card on JoJo Lutz, and that's her second for the day. So she is going to be out for the rest of this game. Now, Fort Lewis has a 2-minute penalty, and they cannot let her back in the game due to the fact that she has 2 yellows, but they can put another player on the field once her 2-minute penalty is up. So that is the last of JoJo Lutz that we will see, and it sounds like we're going to get an ASU timeout. ASU timeout here. Next, minute or 2 minutes they have on these timeouts. I'll be interested to see what Coach Ritchie does over there with this team, what she decides to do to get this team to just get 1 or 2 more on the board here. They're really holding their own, both teams fighting for this ball. I mean, we've got like 8 minutes, a little bit less than 9 minutes left in this third quarter. There's plenty of time. I think that, like most games we've seen in the last few weeks, this second half's going to get a bit scrappy. I expect nothing less, especially when the girls are getting tired. They're looking for any opportunity to get that ball back, so they often look for the check first. Something that we often kind of ingrain into our girls' brain is that you got to go for body. You got to make sure that you get your body there because it's the safest way and less likely that you're going to get any of those, kind of checks to the head or incidental yellow cards that happen so often. There's no control. There was no meaning of harm and no need for a check, but sometimes they tend to come along. So best thing both of these teams can do is just body all the way through. Defensive, offensive, through the ride, whatever it may be. Really focusing on trying to double team, triple team if they need to. We're gonna go back down to the ASU attack side here. I believe the ball's down at X. I'm sorry, it is up top with Sarah Minton. ASU will be up a man for the next 2 minutes. Fort Lewis trying to figure out what they're going to do defensively, man down. This is a great opportunity for ASU to see if they can get some of these men open in the middle. Fort Lewis doing a great job of almost bookending these 3 ASU players. Looks like they've lost a little bit of communication. Sienna Duffield is kind of set open. There's nothing in the middle. Looks like we're going to get an 8-meter here. For Brooke Gazda. Quick step. Oh, almost able to get that ball yet again. Great save by Brasso. Amelia Westlake able to come up with this ball. Keep control of this ball too. Great play, great stick play there. Right on the inside. Sarah Minton just a little bit low. Looks like it slipped right past her stick. Fort Lewis able to come with that ball. Defender just had enough of an eye on it. She was able to recover. Moving that ball up the field. Looks like Fort Lewis might be trying to play a little bit of a, not quite a Fogo that you would see on the draw, but a Fogo as an attack defense. Almost adding it or taking away a midfielder, allowing the midfielders to take a little bit of a break. So they have one of their attackers or one of their midfielders come in, and then they have a main defender come in and play for them. Brooke Gazda looking down the field, looking to try and do whatever she can to get this ball back. Right on the end line. It's going to be Fort Lewis ball. Looks like a little bit of a fumbled pass from Fort Lewis there. ASU able to come up with it. Bella Bozo moving down the field. There's about 6 minutes left in this third quarter. Bozo seeing if she can get something off in the middle. Unable to. Becca, I think this is probably her third or fourth picked off pass and just able to move it down the field quickly. doing whatever she can for her team. You know, very adverse player, able to play on that defensive and offensive end. If she feels the need to run it down, she can, you know, hold her own. Ball is down. Fort Lewis trying to settle this ball out a little bit. Looks like there's a little bit of either a crease violation or an end line violation there. So there's a turnover on Fort Lewis. ASU ball. Moving this ball up the field beautifully on that transition. And another one by Becca. This is truly her third or fourth in this game. Kelsey Pinto might have been a little frustrated with that call. Sometimes things are incidental and they happen, and as a player you just kind of have to accept it, and I think that was just one of those, and it happens so many times that you just get frustrated. And hopefully she can shake it off. Everybody can kind of shake off any of these little incidental things that are going on. All the refs are trying to do is keep it safe and, you know, keep it common playing ground, make sure that things are being called fairly and evenly. Shot outside. Shot from Mickey Brown, just off to the left side of that cage. Shot and scored by Autumn Reimerson. Able to get an assist. One of her teammates over there on the side. Draw change up here in the last 3 minutes of this third quarter. It looks like it's 3-7. It's gonna be 3-7 Fort Lewis there. Josie Robinson, Sydney Tanaki. ASU able to come up with this ball. Caroline Kelly. Looks like Brianna Gardner was able to save that ball. She ran out, but she was able to keep that ball within sidelines there, which makes it a fair ball. ASU being pressured hard. Kelsey Pinto looking for an opportunity and not able to. Looking even for a shooting space if she had it. Didn't look like any of the refs had a good enough angle to see any sort of shooting space. Brianna Gardner able to pull that shot off up into the top side. Now it looks like Fort Lewis is looking for a call. Both of these defenses are getting a little frustrated with some of the whistles, the late whistles that they're getting. Maybe with minimal explanation from these refs. Brianna Gardner with that shot, that goal. hockey again. It's going to be another incomplete draw control, and I think they're going off of APs on these guys. So, first one went to ASU there. This one, every time there's an alternate possession, it switches up, so looks like this one went off to Fort Lewis. There's a push with no possession. ASU ball. Kelsey Pinta seeing if she can make it in. Unable to, pulling that ball out. Good decision by Pinta. Caroline Kelly looking if she could find something. Robinson seeing if she can take advantage of the lane. Able to find Nikki Lalline down in the middle there. Nikki Lalline absolutely just sneaking it in right past Brasso. Nikki, a freshman, played for, looks like we're going to have an illegal stick. This goal is going to be taken back. Is going to be taken back. Looks like the stick was just a bit illegal. Still going to remain 7-4. Now Nikki cannot enter this game with that same stick, so she needs to have either a new stick or somebody else's stick, because that stick has now been determined unplayable as it is technically illegal. Fort Lewis is going to start off with that ball. Able to just knock down a pass. I believe that was either Blaine or Courtney Giles. So I was able to just get a little piece in that pass and disrupt it. Moving her way down the field with the ball there. That was a long pass off to Kelsey Pinta. I'm surprised Fort Lewis player didn't go for it. Try and jump that pass. Caroline Kelly in the inside, up and top right over the shoulder. Basso. ASU finally finding their little gig here. Able to find these quick lanes, realizing that it's not going to be a huge lane that they're going to see, but they are going to be able to find something. Caroline Kelly with a legal stick, a perfectly legal stick, which means goal counts. It's currently 7-5 Fort Lewis right now. But ASU is coming up quick, and there's still a whole entire quarter to play in this second half, so I'll be interested to see what Coach Ritchie and Coach Travis decide to do with their teams here. It's a very good game. Got Chris on the camera. I'm looking back up at him, and he's shaking his head saying it's a good game, and I completely agree. I don't think I really knew what to expect when I saw these two teams coming up against each other. You know, I've watched a little bit of GCU this year, and I quite honestly have not watched much of the ASU club team or the U of A club team, but I'll be interested to see how all three of these games go. ASU getting riled up over there. I wouldn't be surprised if they come in hot, looking for every opportunity that they have, every opportunity that they get. off on a draw here. We ended on that Caroline Kelly goal. Got about 48 seconds left in this third quarter, but then after that we've got a full 15-minute. Looks like an early entry. Yep. And the Fort Lewis player knew it. She knew she had an early entry, so it's going to be ASU ball. Going to look to really just move that ball quickly before those defenders could come up and play them in that inside circle. Ground ball game here. Just need to get through this ball. Great play by Courtney Giles. Able to come up with this ball, move her way down, move that ball, and I'm sure just get past the restraining line here. Sienna Duffel. Sienna Duffield just getting tossed around a little bit there, and there was a whistle that I'm not sure any of those players heard up until the second time that he blew it. Kelsey Pinta really working her way to get in there and was able to sneak it in on that the right side of the goalie, left side of the goal. Finally kind of figuring out Brasso here. I think it's going to make for an interesting fourth quarter. Looks like she got that in just before time expired as well. Going to be ending this third quarter 6-7. Fort Lewis is still up by 1, but ASU starting to make their comeback. So I'm being informed that there's some shout-outs to be had for this ASU team. I believe we've got Mark and Sarah. I don't know where you're from, but a shout-out to you guys. Jen and Will. Paul and Angelique. In New Hampshire? In New Hampshire? All the way out in New Hampshire. Thanks for watching. And Tim and Dawn in Chicago. Go to Illinois. Jen and Will in Philadelphia? So, and San Francisco. All right, so we're all around the globe tonight, and I'm sure even with some of these Fort Lewis players, we're everywhere. Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate you guys tuning in, and honestly, we'll be out here for the next 3 days or so. So feel free to keep watching, but we appreciate you guys helping us out, giving us some views. You know, while we're doing shout-outs, I might as well mention South Mountain Sports is out here doing all of this for the people like you guys trying to watch from afar, watch, you know, daughters, granddaughters, families, nieces, cousins, whoever it may be, and they're doing it all out of the greatness of their hearts. So we appreciate anything that you can donate towards their scholarship programs or donate towards South Mountain Sports. They do scholarships for some of the girls out here and that are going off to college, helping them out, finding, you know, anybody that's playing lacrosse out here in Arizona, really trying to help us grow the sport and give us a good name, getting some of our girls out here. Chris personally has a girl out at UCCS who played Regis tonight, and they put up a pretty dang good fight, if I must say. We've got girls obviously on this ASU team and this Fort Lewis team out here, and plenty of girls that are out here in Arizona playing Arizona lacrosse still with GCU and U of A. It's always great to see them out here, and always great to talk to them afterwards and see how they're doing. So thank you again for tuning in and watching, and thank you for supporting South Mountain Sports. Start of the fourth quarter here. Ooh, fourth quarter, second half of our second half. Fort Lewis is going to come up with this ball. Kind of slow break it down to the backside there. Probably going to look to take their time, try and find small lanes, short lanes, quick lanes that they can take, quick passes that they have opportunities for. I'm sure they're not feeling too rushed right now, seeing as they have 15 minutes. They are up by 1, but ASU has this ball. I think ASU is dangerous at this point. I think they have every opportunity to do what they can to get any sort of shot off, move the ball up the field, make any adjustments that they need to. Kelsey Pinta in the inside. Good save by Brasso. Ball's down on the field. Ground ball came up. Kelsey Pinta looking for another one and able to sneak it in on the 5-hole of Brasso there. Looked like Claire Mertzlift to Kelsey Pinta. Beautiful little quick pass off into a shot. Kelsey Pinta had the entire goal open there. Brasso doing everything she can to stop him. Needs a little help from her defense, just trying to maintain, keep possession of that ball. Looks like Josie Robinson and Martinez again. Ellie Martinez on this draw. Polk able to pick this ball up and able to move on through. Those two ASU midfielders. Fort Lewis. Able to slow down this ball just enough. ASU still not staying super tight. Nothing wrong with that. Looks like that went off of Lacrosse and then off the top of the net there a little bit. They might have to take a ref timeout if she can't find this ball. She's able to get that ball. She's able to bring it in. Martinez looking for a top side. ASU able to recover. little bit of a pummeled ball again. Caroline Kelly right wide open in the middle. Over to Kelsey Pinta. Oh, looking for a quick pass on the inside to Caraba. Sienna Duffield taking some pressure. Caroline Kelly looking for a lane. Passes it off to Josie Robinson. Robinson pulling it out, looking for a reset. Duffield able to find a little opening. Brasso able to take that right off of her foot. Nice save. ASU looking for another quick opportunity. Kelsey Pinta looked like it just kind of flung out of her stick, but she was definitely getting double, triple team there. Brasso able to get this pass off. Looks like Fort Lewis was having a hard time picking it up from ground ball. Josie Robinson able to get up. Looking for a pass. Very quick from Caroline Kelly. Josie Robinson to Caroline Kelly. Beautiful shot. No, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. That's Brianna Gardner. 7 and 2 look quite similar when they're a bit far and a little dark. ASU with the lead. If anything, I think this is just going to have this game become a little bit more scrappy. A little bit more aggressive from both teams. Got a little less than 10 minutes left in this third quarter. Wind is still there. It's a little chilly. Everybody's bundled up. I would say except for myself and Chris, so we're feeling the cold a little bit. Wouldn't even say cold, just the breeze. Caroline Kelly able to pick up that ball again. Fort Lewis quick to double body up on her. Doing whatever they can to get this ball back, but ASU has every opportunity to just try and stall this out a little bit. I don't see why not. There's a shot. Sienna Duffield. Looks like maybe a little bit of an assist from Josie Robinson there. Sienna Duffield able to bury that to the back of the net. It's going to be 9-7. To 7 ASU here. ASU able to get that shot off in about 45 seconds. Actually 40 seconds. Looks like it's going to be timeout. Potentially Fort Lewis. ASU able to come back in this game. Now let's see if they can hold the lead here. They've got 9 minutes left. I expect to see them to stall a little bit unless they have a full opportunity to shoot, score. Fort Lewis is going to play kind of a high-pressure defense for sure, doing whatever they can to get that ball back, maybe even just trip the girls up a little bit, enough to get them to bobble the ball, get it out of their stick. still anyone's game. There's plenty of time left. Got about 30 seconds left on this timeout here. Seems like the refs might be being a little bit generous in here in this fourth quarter with the timeout time. Trying to let both of these teams recover just enough and have a nice fair game to end it off. Josie Robinson. I believe Allie Elliott on this draw. Could be wrong. Yes, Allie Elliott on this draw. Caroline Kelly is going to be the first one over there. Fort Lewis quick to get on these girls, trying to play up all the way up to that restraining line. A little bit of a dangerous check, and honestly probably saved that Fort Lewis girl from getting a little bit of an offsides call as well. ASU slowing this down. Sienna Duffield seeing if she can see anything. Kelsey Pinta, quick pass into the inside. Josie Robinson just not able to get a full grasp on it. Pinta looking to drive across. A little bit of an outside shot, just enough time for Brasso to see that ball. Make a textbook save. Very easy clear out too. Fort Lewis looking to make their way down. McKenna Carter bringing this ball all the way down. Bria Verdassa. Another Phoenix native there in her junior year at Fort Lewis, looking for his shot. Ross able to just, I think even just get a touch on it. Came off the post there for Capri. Unable to hold that ball. Looks at the inside. We've got a flag. Put away. There's the delay. Gonna have a horizontal stick. It looks like he's gonna put her on the 8-meter off to the right side there. I want to say this first or second inside hash there. It's gonna be Valerie Garcia. Caroline Kelly and one of the other defenders that was just adjacent to her were able to get enough of a stick on that ball. Disrupt the shot. ASU's got to take care of this ball in the midfield, trying to move this ball a little too quickly without knowing where their players are. Amelia Westlake able to get a little bit of a stick in there. We're gonna get a ball to ASU for something. It's not shown a sign to tell you why. Apparently there was enough there going on that it's now ASU's ball. Amelia Westlake looking to see if she could get to the inside. Looks like there's just a little bit of a check. Caraba down to that backside with Brianna Gardner. Josie Robinson looking to see if she can find something, going left hand towards the inside, passes it off to Duffield. Duffield wasn't able to get anything. Brazo standing tall again in that net. Taking it right off of her hands. Oh man. Amelia Westlake with another takedown, another interception. She gets pushed out on the end line there. Able to bring it back in for her team. Caraba looking for that shot. Looked like it was just a little bit outside on that left side. It's going to be Fort Lewis ball. Goalie was closest to the line as that ball went out. Ball's down. I think Fort Lewis needs to slow down these passes a little bit. They're getting a little too antsy with it. There's still 4 minutes left. There's plenty of time. They need to go back to what they were doing there in the first quarter. Quick ball movement up the field. Very slow, very calm, cool, collected. Looks like this might be ASU's last timeout, I believe. Potentially one more in this half, but ASU is going to take a timeout. Kind of talk about what they want to do here for the last 4 minutes of this fourth quarter. The wind is killing Chris and I'm not going to lie. For those of you that are in significantly colder states, we're over here in Arizona getting affected by wind, so we're wimps. We're wimping out a little bit. It's been nothing but nice weather though, so I truly can't complain. I know that some other places, some other parts of the U.S. right now are getting hit with storms and endless rain. And to all those that might be watching in California, I hope that the sun comes out tomorrow for you guys. And we've got some Skyhawks fans that are wondering if they can hear you guys over the feed, and I'm sure that they've got a little bit of it. There you go. There are the fans. Trying to spread the Skyhawk spirit out here. Back from this timeout. Bella Bozo looking to see if she can create a lane here. Fort Lewis looking to high pressure. High pressure on ball, a little bit higher pressure on the adjacents. It's kind of what they were playing in this third quarter. I'm surprised they're not forcing a little bit more, trying to see if they can get this ball back. Bozo passing that ball off, gets intercepted by Adam Reimerson. Gonna get a little bit of a late call. Autumn Reimerson's gonna get this ball back, pass it off to Haley Dosty. Dosty, looks like it was a little bit of a bumbled pass there to Valerie Garcia. It's gonna be ASU's ball. We're gonna need a little bit of a referee timeout likely here. Get a new ball, slipped under the net. Lena Barrow on the backside there, looking to slow down this ball control a little bit. Just missed that pass. Alex Labrosse, looks like she just overthrew it a little bit. Blaine trying to box out, but it's going to be Fort Lewis ball. Martinez with the ball up top, looking to see if she can sneak in a lane. There is a quick shot that Labrosse was good to see, was able to keep it in her own possession, make a stop, make a save, and then still keep it in front of that line. Caroline Kelly getting some aggressive ride down on this ASU side. Not at all surprised to be seeing that. We've got a little less than 2 minutes left in this game here. Alicia Caraba. Fort Lewis defense playing tight, doing whatever they can, seeing if they can get another errant pass here, get another interception. Ball's down. Another opportunity for Fort Lewis. ASU's quick to redefend. Caroline Kelly looking for another one. Over the top right side. That was a 1v goalie, another one for ASU, taking full opportunity of these quick pickups and drives to the goal, especially right on the top side of that crease. Great shot by Caroline Kelly. About 2 seconds short of a minute left here. 10-7 ASU with this comeback. Bella Bozo with the draw. Fort Lewis seeing if they can get any last minute checks in. If ASU is smart, it would stall this ball. Kind of just run out the time, start passing it around. There you go. They're settling themselves out, you can tell a little bit. They're not too worried, they're not too rushed. Just seeing what they can do. Try and kill a little bit of the clock while they've got the possession and while they're up. Fort Lewis doing whatever they can. Almost playing a red defense or kind of a high pressure defense to see what they can do in these last few seconds. ASU seeing if they can pull out one more goal. Doesn't look like they're going to do it. But ASU, with a big comeback in that second half, Fort Lewis, honestly just playing up until they couldn't anymore. They got tired. Both teams definitely got tired, but it was a scrappy game and a great game to end it there. It's going to be 10 ASU, 7 Fort Lewis. Please join us the rest of this weekend for a few more games for Fort Lewis. Fort Lewis is at GCU tomorrow at 4 p.m. Are we Mountain Standard Time right now? I believe Mountain Standard Time. We're in time with California, if that helps you out. We're at the same time as California. I believe we're Mountain Standard Time. But 4 p.m. tomorrow evening at GCU Stadium. And I believe on Sunday they will be at U of A. I don't recall what time. But they will be at U of A at 11 a.m. on Sunday. But please subscribe so that you can get notifications for any of the other live games that are going on. And again, we would love to see some support to the South Mountain Lacrosse Scholarship Fund. It really helps us out with Arizona Girls Lacrosse and honestly lacrosse in general. And whatever we can do to help, support these teams like ASU Club and Fort Lewis and give them a little bit more notice out there. So whatever you can do so that we can keep doing these, live events on YouTube, we would appreciate it. And thanks for joining us. Thanks for coming out. And we hope to see some of you guys tomorrow.